Hello and happy Thursday evening to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas. We're just going to take one more look at our forecast as we head into the overnight hours and, of course, into additional First Alert weather days, really starting tonight but going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for a variety of reasons, that is correct, across our region. Let's go ahead and get to it. We start here popping up the full screen, and here's what we've got for you. I've got Saturday, Sunday. We're just going to go ahead and pop all three of these days up here at the same time. We've got tomorrow, really tonight and tomorrow. Snow showers, widespread blowing snow, creating intermittent whiteout type conditions. So again, prepare tomorrow, especially if you're traveling through those open areas, for that potential of near whiteout to whiteout conditions at times. Snow coming down, snow on the ground, blowing around in there, creating that very poor visibility. Saturday morning, First Alert weather day, mainly, we still have some blowing snow, but it's going to be those wind chills, extremely cold, as cold as we've seen so far this season. 30s to maybe even 40s below on Saturday morning with the wind chill. Now, wind chills are going to be very cold all weekend long, sub-zero all weekend long. But again, Saturday morning, I think, is the coldest. Sunday morning, going to be close. Now, Sunday, another system moving through, which could bring some more snow to the area. Take a look at our satellite radar right now. And in fact, there's a little gap here where you can see our region kind of right in a soft spot, whereas looking all around us, you can see different areas of snowfall. But you do notice as we look at our radar here over the last couple hours, we do have some snow working its way toward, in particular, the westernmost portion of the region. Now, let's look at our wind speed, and this is something we expect to see continue to increase as we head through the overnight hours and tomorrow as well. We've got a wind gust in Dickinson right now of 49 miles per hour, 46 heading here, and then again, as you look at Bismarck, Minot, we don't have those kind of wind gusts here yet, but we're going to see our winds pick up during the evening overnight hours, and certainly tomorrow winds are going to be very strong. Take a look at our hourly planner for Fargo. Light snow around midnight. We'll see some more scattered snow, maybe a more moderate shower around 2 a.m. And I think the big story tonight is going to be, yes, we're going to have some snow around the region. It's not going to be a lot of snow. We could wake up to an inch, maybe 2 of snow on the ground tomorrow morning. I'm thinking a little bit on the lower end. Now, I will say the exception is we've got a few areas as our cold front moves through where we could see some snow banding, or perhaps even a few snow squalls, meaning little pockets or little areas where we have some heavier snow coming down, creating poor visibility. So visibility could be an issue overnight tonight. Again, by and large, I think for most areas an inch, maybe a little bit more. But again, we could have a few pockets here and there with a couple inches, maybe 2.5 to 3. I think that's going to be few and far between those locations, though, that do see more than about 1.5 inches of snow. For Grand Forks, same thing, a moderate to light snow through the overnight hours, temperatures dropping to 24 at 2 a.m. And as you can see, northwest wind actually increasing overnight. Again, we saw those windy conditions, very windy right now off to our western half of the state. We do have a high wind warning, I should say, in those locations. That does include Bismarck, Minot, then over to Dickinson, Williston as well. So if you are traveling to the west tonight or tomorrow, be prepared. It is going to be very windy. Wind advisory for the areas shaded in brown. That does include Rolette County as well as a few spots in the Devil's Lake Basin and James River Valley. What we're really focusing on, because this encompasses most of the area, is our winter weather advisory. Beginning right around 9 o'clock this evening, so about the next half hour or so, going through 6 p.m. tomorrow. We've got snow. Again, light scattered snow, especially we get into tomorrow. Certainly Friday is not going to be an all-day snow day. In fact, snow showers become decreasingly widespread as we head into the late morning and afternoon hours. But we're still going to see a little bit of snow coming down. But some of that snow, again, that's on the ground, blowing around, wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. So those are the concerns in the area where we do have the winter weather advisory. Timing out the snow, if you look at 1:30 when that front is really driving through the area, you can see a nice little band of snow, Fargo over to Detroit Lakes, up to Foston, up to Baudette, and then spreading down to Hankinson and Sisseton. So again, we do have that one time frame really from about midnight through about 3-4 a.m. where we are going to see the bulk of the snow move through the region. Still looking at snow showers tomorrow morning. Could wake up to a little bit of snow coming down for that morning commute. And again, I do think there'll be some snow on the ground at that point. Temperatures dropping throughout the day tomorrow. Winds are strong out of the northwest. We're going to see wind gusts, as mentioned, 30, 45, maybe up to 50 miles per hour, driving those temperatures down single digits in almost every area by 3 o'clock for that morning commute tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow evening, temperatures again still windy, dropping in the single digits to below zero. By the time we get to 7 a.m. Saturday morning, we're going to see air temperatures Single digits below to about 10 below zero, and that'll come with a partly cloudy to mostly cloudy sky. We're going to go ahead and jump ahead into our Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. We do have another area of snow that looks like it'll push through the region late Saturday through about midday Sunday. Winds are going to be strong, so again we go from very windy conditions on our Friday, blowing snow, poor visibility. On Saturday, winds die down, but again, wind chills are still going to be so cold, especially in the morning. And then Saturday night, Sunday, another batch of light snow moving through, creating more hazardous conditions. We'll see the winds as well, so it's not just the snow on Sunday. We're going to see wind gusts 45, 50 once again. Midnight tonight, wind speeds increasing from the west. You can see it here. We start getting those orange colors. Wind gusts pretty sustained there at 30 to 45 miles per hour out of the northwest. Windy conditions, very windy, again, as you head off to our west, but also looking at portions of the James River Valley. A bit of a break as we get into Saturday morning and certainly Saturday afternoon. Then winds come right back in along another frontal boundary, another batch of snow here. And you can see wind gusts potentially Sunday afternoon, late morning through mid-afternoon, 45 plus miles per hour, so more blowing snow. So we've got about a 72 to 86 hour window here where we're going to see some pretty tough conditions out there in terms of our temperatures getting much colder than they have been over the last about week and a half or so. Snow coming down, those winds very strong. Tomorrow morning's lows, and again, we're going to start the day warmer than we're going to finish it. We're going to see temperatures anywhere from the 20s to single digits depending on location. 15 Fargo, 12 in Grand Forks at 6 a.m. By the time we hit tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m., notice it is 9 in Fargo, 8 in Grand Forks, a lot of single digits. Wind chills are going to be well below zero at this time. Saturday morning, again, this is what we've got, those coldest wind chills. Again, Sunday is going to be very cold wind chills during the morning, but I think Saturday is going to be the coldest of the days. 29 below is what it's going to feel like, roughly thereabout at 6 a.m. 35 below with the wind chill in Langdon. You see a lot of well below zero numbers pretty much across the board. That's a snapshot. 6 a.m., that's just one time period. So when we look at those wind chills, that's in that moment. There are going to be times, I think, in Langdon where we're going to see our wind chills approaching 40 below, if not hitting it. I do think there are going to be times in Fargo, Moorhead, where we see low to even mid-30s below when you factor in the wind chills. So Saturday morning, be prepared for very cold temperatures really throughout the weekend. It's one of those weekends, if you can stay inside, stay warm, stay home. Of course, I got some movies to watch, some football certainly as well this weekend. So plenty to do inside, stay warm. But if you need to be out, just be prepared because it is going to be cold, very windy. And again, on Sunday, we're going to see some more of that light snow move through. Finally, we're going to finish off with our temperature trend. 9 tomorrow for the high. And again, that's our 3 o'clock temperature. 0 on Saturday. Bit of a warm-up Sunday, 14. Again, it is going to be very windy, so it's certainly going to feel well below zero, but we will hit 14. 3 for a high Monday, 13 on Tuesday, and I can tell you beyond that, as we look at the rest of next week, especially Friday and next weekend, so we're still talking 8, 9, 10 days away, but weather models are very consistent in showing very cold air moving in. The type of cold where we see high temperatures still below zero, lows in the teens to 20s below, and that's not including wind chills. So again, winter is back. We've had a nice stretch of days here, including today, where temperatures reach the mid-upper 30s and even a few low 40s. None of that for a while. I think it's probably going to be a few weeks. Maybe, fingers crossed, maybe a couple weeks, 3 weeks, we can get some of that warmth back. But I think we're in a stretch, we're entering a stretch where it's going to be very cold. Wind chills are going to be even colder than that. So again, be prepared for that, and hope you